Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Tengku Ain Rafika binti Tengku Azmi. So today we will learn about sampling distribution of the difference between two proportions. The first thing you should know about this subtopic is how to write the central limit tendency. Okay, for CLT for this subtopic is, so this is the CLT for this subtopic. Okay, P1 minus P2, this is stand for mean. P1 times 1 minus P1 over N1 plus P2 times 1 minus P2 over N2, this is stand for variance. If the question gives you only two random sample and two proportion, so we know the question is sampling distribution of the difference between two proportions. The most important about this subtopic is you need to know the step how to find the difference between two proportions. The first step is you need to find the value of N1, N2, P1 and P2. For the next step is you need to replace the value of N1, N2, P1 and P2 in this CLT. Okay, so look at to the example. So look at to this example 1. Okay, the question is, below are the information obtained when a survey on the problems of obesity was done. Two independent samples were taken from population of male and female. Okay, this is table about sample size and number of people with obesity. And the question is, construct the sampling distribution of the difference between two populations. According to the first step, we need to find the value of N1, N2, P1 and P2. Okay, before that, let's declare which one is P1 and which one is P2. Okay, the P1 for this question is the proportion number of people with obesity for male, and the P2 is the proportion of number of people with obesity for female. Okay, so let's find the value of P1 and P2. So let's find the value of P1, P2, N1 and N2. Okay, the P1 is S over N. So this is X and this is N. N is sample size. S for male is 21 and the sample size for male is 150. So 21 over 150, we will get 0.14. So the value for P1 is 0.14. And for P2, S over N, the value of S is 48. And the value for N for female is 200. So that 48 over 200, we get 0.24. And the N2 for female is 200. Okay, after we find this P1, P2, N1 and N2, so we can replace this value into the CLT. So we can replace the value of P1, N1, P2 and N2 in this CLT. P1 we have 0.14 and P2 is 0.24, so minus 0.24. Okay, for P1 we have 0.14 and 1 minus P1 we get 0.86 over N1 is 150 and plus P2 we get 0.24 and 1 minus P2 we have 0.76 over N2 we have 200. Okay, for 0.14 minus 0.24 we get negative 0.1 and for this we get 0.001715. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. So let's move to the second example. Okay, so let's do one by one. Okay, what's the two variables in this question? Okay, the two variables in this question is the existing procedure were found to be defective. This is the first variable, and the second variable is the new procedure were found to be defective. This is the second variable. Okay, first we need to know the S and N from these two variables. Okay, the S for the existing procedure is 75. This is S1. Okay, and the N1 is the 1500. This is N1. Okay, for the variable, the new procedure, the S2 is 80, and the N1 is 2000. Okay, after we found this, we must take out the value of S1 and N1, S2 and N2. Okay, the S1 is 75 and N2 is 1500, and the S2 is 80 and the N2 is 2000. So we need to declare which one is P1 and which one is P2. Since the question asks the new procedure, the proportion of the defective item from the new procedure exceeds the proportion of defective item for the existing procedure. So the question states the new procedure, after that the existing procedure. So new procedure will be our P1 and the existing procedure will be P2. So our P1 is the proportion of defective item from the new procedure, and our P2 is the proportion of defective item from the existing procedure. Okay, after we declare P1 and P2, we can find the value of P1, P2, N1 and N2. So let's find it. N1, this is value for from the existing procedure. So this is existing procedure, and the S2 and 2 is the new procedure. Okay, so that we need to find the P1. P1 is the proportion of defective item for the new procedure. So we take the value of the S and N2 from the new procedure. So we have 80 over 2000. We will get 0.04, and the P2 we have 75 and 1500. We will get here 0.05. So we have P1 and P2. Okay, for N1 and N2, we read the question. If one random sample, if the question said the random sample, we know that this is the value for N. So if one random sample of size 49 items were taken from existing procedure. So 49 is the existing procedure. Existing procedure is N2. So we have here 49. And a random sample, this value of N of 6 64 items were taken from the new procedure. So 64 is the N1 for the new procedure. So P1, P2, N1 and N2. So we can find the difference between two proportions. What? Let's replace the value of P1, N1, P2 and N2 to this CLT. So P1 minus P2, we have 0.04 minus 0.05 and P1 0.04, 1 minus P1 we have 0.96 over N1 is 64 plus P2 is 0.05. 1 minus P2 is 0.95 over N2 is 49. So here we have 0.01 and 0.0016. This is the difference of two proportions. Let's answer the question. The first question is the proportion of the defective items from the new procedure. Procedure is P. The new procedure is P1. P1 exceed. So exceed the proportion of the defective item from the from the existing procedure. So it exceeds the existing procedure. Existing procedure is P2. So this is the question. Okay, we can write this to P1 minus P2 exceed to 0. Okay, so we replace it into the formula. Pz exceed the 0 minus the mean is negative 0.01 divide by the variance is 0.0016. So square root variance is 0.0016. So here we have Pz 0.25 and we look at the table and we will have the answer is 0.4013. This is the last answer. So let's move to the last question. The probability of the proportion of the defect item for the new procedure. New procedure is P, right? Exceed the proportion of the defective item for the existing procedure by at least. So the symbol for at least is at least 0.02. 0.02. So this is the question. So we replace it into the formula. P set 0.02 minus the mean is negative 0.01 divided by square root variance. Variance is 0.0016. So here we have 0.75 and we look at the table. The final answer is 0.2266. So that's all for today. You need to do more exercise to more understand about this subtopic. So see you again.